Very good morning, students. I am L.K. Tripathi from LPM Public School. Again with a new video from Civics Chapter 3rd. Now we shall see the next topic, that is nomination of candidate. We noted above that in a democratic election, people should have a real choice. This happens only when there are almost no restrictions on anyone to contest an election. This is what our system provides. Anyone who can be a voter can also become a candidate in elections. The only difference is that in order to be a candidate, the minimum age is 25 years, while it is only 18 years for being a voter. There are some other restrictions on criminals, etc., but these apply in a very extreme cases. Political parties nominate their candidates who get the party symbol and support. Party's nomination is often called party ticket. Whosoever contests the election from any party, such candidates are known as the party candidate and allowed to contest the election at party ticket. Those who have completed the age of 25 years, they can participate in the contest of election, and completion of 15 years of age is to vote. In this way, we shall see the next paragraph. Every person who wishes to who contests an election has to fill a nomination form and give some money as security deposit. Recently, a new system of election has been introduced on direction from the Supreme Court. Every candidate has to make a legal declaration giving full details of. But nowadays, a different types of rules have been made by the Supreme Court to contest the election, and this guideline is given by the Supreme Court of India. Next, that is, we shall see some points related to this chapter. What are the serious criminal cases pending against the candidate? Details of the assets and liabilities of the candidate and his or her family, and education qualifications of the candidate. This information has to be made public. This provides an opportunity to the voters to make their decisions on the basis of the information provided by the candidates. Such types of points have been made for the elections, as Supreme Court has declared already. Before contest the election, all the political parties, all the candidates have to declare these points before nominating the files, so that the voters could also know about the real character and picture of the candidate who is contesting the election. It should be publicized. Next, that is educational qualification for candidates. So there is a provision in the Constitution of India. There is no fixation of qualification to contest the election for the person. This is unacceptable. If the educational qualification is measured or demanded everywhere, whether you are going to service or going to apply yourself anywhere. In such a case, first of all, educational qualification is seen, but it is not so in the matter of political concern. Why is there no educational qualification for holding such an important position when some kind of educational qualifications is needed for any other job in the country? जबकि पूरे देश में किसी भी जॉब के लिए, किसी भी नौकरी के लिए सबसे पहले आपकी क्वालिफ़िकेशन पूछी जाती है, लेकिन चुनाव लड़ने में ऐसा कुछ भी कंडीशन नहीं है. Educational qualifications are not relevant to all kinds of jobs. The relevant qualification for selection to the Indian cricket team, for example, is not the attainment of educational degrees, but the ability to play cricket well. Similarly, the relevant qualification for being an MLA or an MP is the ability to understand people's concerns, problems, and to represent their interests. Whether they can do so or not is examined by lakhs of examiners, their voters, after every 5 years. Even if education was relevant, it should be left to the people to decide how much importance they give to educational qualifications. In our country, putting an educational qualification would go against the spirit of democracy for yet another reason. It would mean depriving a majority of the country's citizens the right to contest elections if, for example, a graduate degree like BA, BCom or BSc was made compulsory for candidates. More than 90% of the citizens will become ineligible to contest election. In such a case, if suppose that the educational qualification is not fixed or not determined related to the candidate of the election, as it is said that a cricketer who plays good cricket to join the cricket team, there is no need of educational qualification. His qualification and his skill is measured according to his her play. So no need of any educational qualification. In the same way, it applies with the political leaders also. It is concerned to the public. Means a political leader is how much concerned to the public, what is his her popularity among the people, how much he is keen to the people. All such types of ground level problems should be well known by the candidate. Such things are measured by the people that really the leader is active and experienced about all such types of things. And on this behalf, the candidate is chosen by the political party to provide the ticket to contest the election. Next, that is election campaign. How do candidates conduct the campaigning? The main purpose of election is to give people a chance to choose the representative, the government and the policies they prefer. Therefore, it is necessary to have a free and open discussion about who is a better representative, which party will make a better government, or what is a good policy This is what happened during election campaign. During the election campaign, it is watched and measured that who is better leader to contest the election from the party and what are the problems are there of the public which is discussed through media and through other sources, and who can represent the constituency in better way. The party is better to form the government, can make good policies. All such types of happen take place during the campaigns. In our country, such campaigns take place for a 2-week period between the announcement of the final list of candidates and the date of polling. During this period, the candidates contact their voters, political leaders, address election meetings, and political parties mobilize their supporters. This is also the period when newspapers and television news are full of election related stories and debates. But election campaign is not limited to these 2 weeks only. Political parties start preparing for elections month before they actually take place. Before declaration of election, all the political parties start their campaigning before 2 weeks. But this is not there. All the political parties start their campaign and meetings before months, and they try to become popular between the people. They adopt so many ways to attract the people's attention. In elections campaign, political parties try to focus public attention on some big issues. They want to attract the public to that issue and get them to vote for their party on the basis. Let us look at some of the successful slogans given by different political parties in various elections. All the political parties try to attract the attention of the people in their favor to get majority. Therefore, they create very impressive and attractive slogans from their parties to get success. For example, the Congress party led by Mrs. Indira Gandhi gave the slogan in 1971 election, MP election, Garibi Hatao, in the Lok Sabha elections of 71. The party promised to undo the excesses committed during emergency and restore civil liberties. Save Democracy was the slogan given by Janata Party in the next Lok Sabha election held in 1977. And in 1970 मिसेस गांधी ने 1971 के इलेक्शन में स्लोगन दिया था गरीबी हटाओ, मतलब भारत से गरीबी हट जाएगी अगर कांग्रेस की सरकार बनती है तो। और 77 के लोकसभा इलेक्शन में जो जनता पार्टी है इसका स्लोगन था कि द पार्टी प्रॉमिस टू अनडू द एक्सेसेस कमिटेड ड्यूरिंग इमरजेंसी एंड रिस्टोर सिविल लिबर्टीज, कि जो इलेक्शन में जो लोग इमरजेंसी में जो लोग कमिटेड थे, जिनको जो है कमिट किया गया था, जिनको नॉमिनेट किया गया था, उनको अनडू किया जाएगा और उनको सिविल लिबर्टीज़ में रिस्टोर किया जाएगा, मतलब उनके साथ न्याय किया जाएगा, किसी तरह का अन्याय नहीं होगा। जो मिसेस गांधी के समय में इमरजेंसी इम्पोज हुआ था भारत में, इसको इंडियन डेमोक्रेसी में काला अध्याय कहते हैं। द लेफ्ट फ्रंट यूज द स्लोगन ऑफ लैंड टू द टीलर इन द वेस्ट बंगाल असेंबली इलेक्शंस हेल्ड इन 1977। जो बंगाल में जो लेफ्ट जो वहाँ पर कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी है जिसको लेफ्ट फ्रंट कहते हैं, उनका स्लोगन था लैंड टू द टिलर, कि ये जो है जो टिलर्स की लैंड है, यहाँ पर जिनकी ज़मीनें ले ली गई हैं या जो क्रांतिकारियों की ये ज़मीन है वेस्ट बंगाल में, वो जो अंग्रेज़ों ने ले लिया था, उससे पहले लोगों ने हड़प कर लिया था, उनको वापस दे दिए जाएंगे। ये 77 का इनका स्लोगन था, प्रोटेक्ट द सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ द तेलुगु। एंड तेलुगु देशम पार्टी जो एनटी रामाराव की पार्टी थी साउथ इंडिया में, उसका स्लोगन था प्रोटेक्ट द सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ द तेलुगुस, कि तेलुगुओं के आत्मसम्मान की रक्षा। इन ए डेमोक्रेसी इट इज़ बेस्ट टू लीव पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज एंड कैंडिडेट्स फ्री टू कंडक्ट देयर इलेक्शंस campaign the way they want to, but it is sometimes necessary to regulate campaign to ensure that every political party and candidate go to fair and equal chance to compete। एक इसकी डेमोक्रेसी में बहुत ही बढ़िया यहाँ पर है कि कोई भी व्यक्ति पार्टी को छोड़ सकता है और वो कैंडिडेट फ्री होकर के इलेक्शन कैंपेन कंडक्ट कर सकता है, अपने हिसाब से अपनी भाषा और अपनी बातों को रख सकता है, पार्टी से उसका कोई लेना देना नहीं है। ऐसा फेयर स्लोगन वो जो है फ्री और फेयर स्लोगन वो दे सकता है। According to our election law, no party or candidate can bribe or threaten voters, appeal to them in the name of caste or religion, use government resources for election campaign, and spend more than rupees 25 lakh in a constituency for a Lok Sabha election और रुपीज़ 10 लाख इन ए कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी इन असेंबली इलेक्शन। अपने कंपेनिंग में वो किसी भी तरह का गवर्नमेंट प्रॉपर्टी का यूज़ नहीं कर सकता, किसी को ब्राइब घूस नहीं दे सकता या डरा नहीं सकता, जाति और धर्म के नाम पर किसी को बरगला नहीं सकता, गवर्नमेंट के किसी भी रिसोर्स का अपने कंपेन में यूज़ नहीं कर सकता। ये इस तरह की सारी जो है रिस्ट्रिक्शन, सारी पाबंदियाँ इलेक्शन में है। 25 लाख से रुपए किसी भी एमपी इलेक्शन में आप खर्च नहीं कर सकते। 10 लाख से ऊपर आप किसी विधानसभा इलेक्शन में आप खर्च नहीं कर सकते। ऑल सच टाइप्स ऑफ कंडीशंस आर अप्लाइड फॉर ऑल द कैंडिडेट्स हु कॉन्टेस्ट द इलेक्शन। इफ दे डज देयर इलेक्शन कैन बी रिजेक्टेड बाय द कोर्ट इवन आफ्टर दे हैव बीन डिक्लेयर्ड इलेक्टेड। अगर वो ऐसा करता है तो चुनाव जीतने के बाद भी कोर्ट उनको रिजेक्ट कर देगा उनका रिप्रेजेंटेशन, और ये कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट के खिलाफ माना जाएगा जो हमारे लॉ के द्वारा तैयार किया गया है। दैट्स ऑल। नेक्स्ट वी शैल सी इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो।